Right, welcome back to another Yaya Tabletop Baseball game. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the designer, creator of Yaya Tabletop Baseball. In this game, we're going to be playing the 2003 Pirates at the 2003 Reds, so an NL Central matchup here. Let's go through the starting lineups. For the Pirates, it's going to be Pokey Reese playing second base, Rob Makoviak playing center, Brian Giles, who is a star player, he's in left. Aramis Ramirez at third. Reggie Sanders, who is a star diamond, so he has 30 home runs that year. Kevin Young at first. Craig Wilson catching. Jack Wilson, who is a stellar defensive player, at short. And pitching for the Pirates is Josh Fogg. He can go 24 batters. Typically, we've been playing innings here for the pitchers, but I really like to do batters, so I just went ahead and calculated his average batters per start. Felipe Lopez will be the shortstop. Aaron Boone, second base. This is for the Reds. Ken Griffey Jr., who is a star player that year. That just means he has a 370 WOBA or higher. He'll be in center field. Austin Kearns in right. Sean Casey at first. Brandon Larson at third. Adam Dunn, the big man, in left. Jason LaRue, also a stellar defensive catcher. And Jimmy Anderson didn't have a great year that year. ERA was about 8, and he didn't last very long, so we'll see how he goes in this game. He has can face 23 batters. All right, trying out a little something to keep my dice all in the same place here. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it won't be too big a distraction or too difficult to deal with. So it'll be Jimmy Anderson facing off against Pokey Reese, Rob Makoviak, and Brian Giles. This is Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, 2003, April the 3rd. And right off the bat, we have a 5 of kind. I didn't come prepared here with my Yaya chart. So we have a 5 of a kind. 5 ones is going to be a wild pitch, which obviously with no runners on base doesn't really matter. So it's a little bit of a spoil there. Neither pitcher is a money pitcher. So that's going to, it's a 2. So 4, 5, 6, nothing there. That's 10, 14, 19. And 19 will be a, well, I'm already not liking this, so I'm not going to stick with it. 19 is going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman is who? Brandon Larson. We'll put our cancel die there. So that's going to be a ground ball out number 1. So Reese out at first. Brings up Rob Makoviak, the center fielder. And the center fielder, 12, 15, 20. 20 is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. And that'll be 3-1 on the put out. So Makoviak goes down. Brian Giles up now. Remember, he is a star player, so he can re-roll, which we have a 4, 5, 6, or we have 2 4s. Let's roll for the 4s, and we can roll again. See if we get that other 4. But we get a 2, 3, 4, 5. He is not a diamond player, so he cannot, take advantage of the, he can't take advantage of the extra roll, so that's going to be a strikeout. So Giles strikes out for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on no hits. Nobody left on for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 1st. It'll be Lopez, Boone, and Griffey against Josh Fogg. So nothing here. That's going to be 10, 15, 22. 22 is a strikeout. So Fogg gets his first K of the day. That brings us to Aaron Boone. And nothing going on here. So that's 10, 14, 16. 16 will be a fly ball to right field. And the right fielder, Sanders, reaches up and puts that away. No problem for out number 2, and it's Ken Griffey Jr. to the plate. He is a star player, so he has an opportunity to re-roll. 1, 2, 5, 6. I guess let's roll for these 6s, see how we do. And that didn't do anything, did it? 12, 15, 22, and that's going to be a strikeout. Sometimes the re-roll just doesn't do much for you. So no runs on no hits, 2 strikeouts in the inning for Josh Fogg, and we go to the top of the second, still scoreless. 2003 Pirates at the Reds. And nothing going here. 10, 12, 16, 17. 17 is a ground ball to the second baseman. And second baseman is Aaron Boone. He makes the play. So we'll go 4-3 on the putout. 1 out in the inning, Reggie Sanders to the plate. He is a star with a power, so we'll see how that plays out. So that's a 4, 5, 6. And then we have 2s. Let's see if we can roll 2 to get the 3. So if we get the 3, then we can roll for the power, which we do not get that. So that's going to be quite a bit of nothing. 10, 24. 24 is going to be a strikeout looking. So that's out number 2. And brings up Kevin Young, the first baseman. So 5, 10, plus 7 is 17. That's a grounder to the second baseman. Let's see if Boone makes the play here. And he does. So it's going to be 4-3 on the putout. So 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates in the top of the second inning. It'll be Austin Kearns, Sean Casey, and Brandon Larson against Josh Fogg in the bottom of the second. And that's going to be nothing there. So 10, 14. 14 is going to be a fly ball to left field. Fly ball to left is caught by who? By Giles. So he makes the easy play for out number 1. Brings up Sean Casey, left-hander, playing first base for the Reds. Almost a full house there, but not quite. So 10, 16, 17. 17 is going to be a grounder to the second baseman, Reese. And Reese makes the play over to first for out number 2. So 2 down, Brandon Larson playing third base for the Reds. So 4, 5, 6. It's not going to net us very much. That's going to be 10, 15, plus 6 is 21. And that will be a strikeout to end the inning. So Fogg already with 3 Ks on the day. And that's another 1, 2, 3 inning for the Reds. Go to the top of the third, still no score. The Pirates will be sending up Craig Wilson, Jack Wilson, and the pitcher Josh Fogg. Got an opportunity here for a walk. And so Craig Wilson, the catcher, will go down to first. Jack Wilson to the plate. Nothing there. That's going to be 10, 15, 16. 16 is a fly ball to the right fielder. The right fielder is Austin Kearns. And Kearns will make the play. So that's an F9 for out number 1. It's going to let Josh Fogg hit for himself. 4, 5, 6. There's nothing there. So 10, 15, 19 is a grounder to the third baseman. And let's check for the error first. No error on the play. And because we have a double play situation, let's roll for that double play. Just need a 2 of a kind, but we get a 3 of a kind. So no double play there. That's going to be a force out at second. So we're going to go 5, 4. And Fogg will be on at first with the fielder's choice. But that's 2 outs in the inning now. And they trade Wilson for Fogg at first base. It'll be Pokey Reese to the plate. He grounded out to third. His first at bat. Nothing doing here, so that's going to be 10, 15, 18. 18 as a grounder to the shortstop. And that'll be a play made by the shortstop, Felipe Lopez. So 6-3 on the putout. That's out number 3. And The Pirates get the first runner on base, but they can't move him around, and so it's going to be Dunn, LaRue, and the pitcher Anderson in the bottom of the third inning for the Reds. No dice here, so it's going to be 14-17. 17 is a grounder to the second baseman. Second baseman is Pokey Reese, and Reese will make the play over to first for out number 1. So 4, 5, 6 doesn't do anything. Makoviak is the batter. He's playing center field for, Jason LaRue is the batter. So that's going to be not anything. So it's 10, 15, plus 6 is 21 as a strikeout. And that's out number 2. Jamie Anderson to the plate. So we have a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. And look at that. Jamie Anderson pokes one out as he gets a hold of one and goes down the left field line for a solo home run. Nothing that Josh Fogg can do about it. He is not a money pitcher. His FIP was 5-ish that year, so not totally surprising. And here's back-to-back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And looks like we're going to go back-to-back. That's going to be Felipe Lopez with the bomb. So 2 large straights back-to-back. Not something that happens very often, but it happened here. And Brady Boone to the plate. That's 3 6s. 3 6s is going to be a walk. Josh Fogg having a lot of problems here. Let's go and try still second with Aaron Boone. Need a 2 of a kind. And we don't get it. And so that's going to be a caught stealing as Craig Wilson throws out Aaron Boone for out number 3. But the Reds do get 2 on back-to-back home runs from Felipe Lopez and the pitcher, Jimmy Anderson. Anderson comes out in the top of the 4th. He'll be facing Makoviak. I'm sorry, I'd said Makoviak before, but it was Pokey Reese. It'll be Makoviak, Giles, and Aramis Ramirez. So Makoviak, the center fielder, that's going to be 12, 13, 18, 22. 22 is going to be a strikeout swing. And that'll be out number 1. So Makoviak 0 for 2. Ryan Giles struck out his first at bat. Let's see what he's got here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Giles can re-roll. So he's going to re-roll for the re-roll for the home run here. So he needs a 5 to complete. And he doesn't get it. So that's going to be 7, 10, 13. 13 can be a grounder to the shortstop. Grounder to the shortstop is going to be a successfully completed out as Lopez goes over to Casey for out number 2. Aramis Ramirez, the third baseman. Nothing here. That'll be 10, 16, 17. 17 is a grounder to the second baseman. Second baseman is Aaron Boone, and Aaron Boone makes the play as he gets it over to Casey at first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Pirates in the top of the 4th. Jimmy Anderson pitching very well. The Reds have a 2-0 lead as they send up the heart of the order, Ken Griffey Jr., Austin Kearns, and Sean Casey. Griffey with the 3 1s, and he can re-roll. Doesn't get anything to add to that, but that's going to be a base knock. That's a single to left field as Griffey goes the other way. And let's deal with the kid. I know he's at the end of his career. Let's do it anyway. See if we can get that 2 of a kind. We do. And we roll our cancel die. And he is going to be safe with the surprise stolen base. Sometimes it's the element of surprise, right? Brings up Austin Kern with the runner in scoring position. That's going to be a 3 of a kind. And that'll be good for a double to right center field as he goes oppo into the gap. And that, because of the stolen base, is going to score Griffey from second. And that adds to the Cincinnati lead. It's now 3-0. Cincinnati, nobody out, and a runner at second base for Sean Casey. 2, 3, 4, 10, 15, 19. 19 is a grounder to third. No error on the play. We're going to hold the runner at second base, so that's going to be out number 1. As Ramirez looks back the runner, Kearns keeps him at second base. That's 3, 4, 5. This is Brandon Larson at the plates. So that's going to be 6, 10, 15, 16. 16 is a fly ball to the right fielder. No error on the play. And that'll be out number 2 as Reggie Sanders puts the squeeze on it. No need to try to push Austin Kearns to second. Adam Dunn is up. Let's see what Dunn's got. Almost a full house here, but not quite. So 10 plus 12 is 22, plus 2 is 4. 24 is going to be a strikeout looking. So the big man goes down, and the Reds get 1 in that inning. Make sure we keep everything on the screen here. The Reds get 1 that inning, take a 3-0 lead over the Pirates, and we go to the top of the 5th. We have Jimmy Anderson. He is at 9. So he's not even really close to his batter space yet. So pitching very efficiently against the Pirates. But he does have Reggie Sanders, Kevin Young, and Craig Wilson coming to the plates. Reggie Sanders can re-roll, which we'll just re-roll for those 3s. And he comes out with a 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's re-roll. So he's that's this one. And now he's got the power. A 1 or a 6 is a home run. He gets a 2. So it's nothing. 5, 10, plus 6 is 16. 16 is a fly ball to right. And the right fielder makes the play, so that's going to be out number 1. So with those star power guys, you got a few options there, and just nothing happening for Reggie Sanders in this game. It's going to be 10, 14, 18. 18 is a grounder to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the play over to first. That'll be Lopez to Casey, and Craig Wilson now standing in. Wilson with a walk in his last at bat. Almost the full house here. So it's 5 plus 9, 11, 13. I believe that was 17, right? That was 17. It's a grounder to second base. No error on the play. So, Aaron Boone over to Casey. I'm pretty sure that was 17 and not 11 or 13. All right, so 3 up, 3 down for the Pirates, and Jimmy Anderson pitching very effectively for the Reds. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Score is 3-0 Reds over the Pirates. And who is up? It's going to be LaRue, Anderson, and Lopez. So that's 6, 8, 9, 10, 15. 15 is a fly ball to center field. It's the shortstop who has the 4-of-a-kind necessity here, and that's going to be a fly ball to center. And the center fielder, Makoviak, catches it for the out, and that brings up the pitcher, Jimmy Anderson. Anderson homered in his last at bat. Almost gets a double here. So that's going to be 5 plus 10 and 13. And that's a grounder to the shortstop. In order to make an error here, it has to be a 4-of-a-kind, and doesn't get that, so it's going to be a 6-3 on the putout for out number 2. And we head to Felipe Lopez. He homered again in his last at bat as well. Maybe again, 2, 3, 4, almost. But it doesn't have anything here, so that's 10, 14, plus 5 is 19, and that'll be a grounder to the third baseman. The third baseman is Aramis Ramirez, and he'll make the play over over to Kevin Young for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down go the Reds in the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the order up for Pittsburgh, it'll be Jack Wilson, the pitcher Josh Fogg, and then back up to the top with Pokey Reese. Now Fogg is at 9, 18, 19 batters. He could still get out there for one more inning. He's given up 3 runs in 5 innings so far. That's a 3, 4, 5, 6, and to a guy who does not have a star, he can't re-roll, so that's going to be a K. And that'll be out number 1. So Josh Fogg hit for himself, and he's going to take a walk. So Fogg goes down to first as Anderson, who's been good, suddenly walks the pitcher and brings up the top of the order, Pokey Reese. Reese 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. So it looks like he's going to be 0 for 3. That's going to be so 5, 10, 19. That's a grounder to the third baseman with 1 out and a runner at first. Well, we check Larson for the error. No error on the play. And so let's roll for the double play. All we need is a 2 of a kind. We get it here. So that's going to be a 2 of a kind. And that will be the play 5, 4, 3. And so he's down with the fielder's choice. So 1, 2, 3. As they go around the horn, 5, 4, 3. The Reds do in order to get Pittsburgh here in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-0 Pittsburgh, sending Josh Fogg out there for one more inning. Almost something there. So that's going to be 23. 23 is going to be a walk. So that'll be a walk to Aaron Boone. That's his 2nd walk of the day. And he got thrown out stealing last time. Let's try to steal with him again. Getting aggressive on the base paths. Another 3 of a kind. And he gets thrown out again. So 0 for 2 on the day is Aaron Boone. And Ken Griffey Jr. to the plate. He's got a 1, 2, 3. And he can roll again. He's also got a pair of 2s. Let's go for the big one. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. So 5, 10, 12. And that'll be a grounder, a little nubber out in front of the plate to the catcher. The catcher is Craig Wilson, and he's all over it as he goes 2, 3 on the putout. This is out number 1, 2. And Austin Kearns to the plate. He doubled, had an RBI double in his last at bat. Almost another double here, but not there. So 8, 16, 17. 17 will be a grounder to the 2nd baseman, Pokey Reese. Pokey Reese makes the play over to first. And it's Kevin Young who squeezes it for the out. No runs for the Reds. It's a 3-1 or 3-0 lead as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Jimmy Anderson still out there pitching. Is it 18, 19 batters? He can go 23. He'll be facing off against the heart of the order, Makoviak, Giles, and Ramirez. It's a 10, 14, 20. 20 is a ground ball to the first baseman. And the first baseman is Casey, good fielder, and he makes the play. Not a strikeout, a 3-1. So he pitches he tosses it over to the pitcher Anderson covering, and that's out number 1. This is Brian Giles. Giles is a star player. That's a 4. So that's a 1, 2, 4, 5. Let's roll for that 3. Don't get the 3. So it's 5, 10, 16. 16 is going to be a fly ball to right field. That'll be a can of corn for the right fielder Kearns. So 2 down in the inning, and Aramis Ramirez to the plate. So that's 3 sixes. That's going to be a walk to Ramirez. And now the Pirates are a Reggie Sanders blast away from being back in this game, as they have a runner on with 2 outs. And that's going to be 3 threes. And we get an opportunity to roll again. Maybe he'll hit a double. And he doesn't, but 3 threes is good enough for a single to right field. Runner moves up to second base. And it's going to be Kevin Young to the plate with 2 on and 2 outs. And let's have Kevin Young with a base hit. And that's going to be a base knock to left. We're going to try to score the runner from second base. So he's here. And let's see what happens. So all we need is a 2 of a kind to score that runner. And let's see if we get that. We do get that in the sixes. Let's see if they throw them out. They do not. So that's going to be an RBI single for Kevin Young. Now runners at first and second as they hold on the throw. Craig Wilson to the plate. Wilson is 0 for 1 with a walk. That's a 4, 5, 6. Nothing happening there. So 10, 15, and 6 is 21. That's going to be a strikeout, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So Jimmy Anderson gets out of that one, having given up only 1 run, and I think that's going to be it for him. We'll see if they get to him in the batting order. Definitely going to pinch hit for Josh Fogg in this inning, as he reached his maximum batters. That's 18, 19, 21, 2. And the Pirates are down 3-1, and we're going to get into the bullpen here in the you know what? Let's stick with Fogg. So he's at 21. We can keep him in the game. Let's stick with him for 1 more inning. See if he can match Anderson's 7 innings. That's 3 threes. 3 threes to Sean Casey is going to be a base knock, and that's pulled into the hole in right. Runner at first base with Brandon Larson to the plate. Almost something there. So that's going to be 10, 20, 24 is a strikeout looking. That'll be out number 1. 1 down with Adam Dunn coming to the plate. Dunn hasn't really done much today, over 2. And he's going to be not doing too much else here. So that's going to be a 22. 22 is a K swinging, so he goes down swinging. No surprise there for Dunn, who struck out a lot. Even though he had a lot of home runs, he struck out a lot. It will be Jason LaRue in the bottom of the 7th inning. He's the Reds' last hope. That will be 10, 21. 21 is going to be a strikeout. So Josh Fogg, in his last inning of work, strikes out the side after giving up a leadoff single, and the ball game is still 3-1. Reds over the Pirates. The Reds are going to dip into their bullpen here. So let's go ahead and make, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So the Reds are going to go into their bullpen. Let me find someone to insert. All right, so the new pitcher for the Reds is going to be Scott Sullivan, 4.22 FIP, and he can go 4 batters. So we'll see how he goes in this game. The Reds do have Scott Williamson, who had 20 saves, and Chris Rietsma, and he had 12 saves. So we'll see how they go in this particular game. No money pitchers though for the Reds at all, not among pitchers or relievers. Remember, on money pitchers, any pitcher with a 3.50 FIP or less. So Sullivan, top of the 8th inning, is going to be facing off against Wilson, the pitcher spot, which we're going to pinch hit for Fogg, and then Pokey Reese. Not a ton of firepower in this game. So coming back might be difficult. Going to string a lot of hits together. This is going to be 7, 14, 19. And 19 is going to be a grounder to the third baseman. And that's going to be out number 1. As Larson goes over to Casey for the out. And that will bring up the pitcher spot. Let's go ahead and get a pinch hitter for the pitcher. And let me find that pinch hitter. All right, the pinch hitter is going to be Randall Simon, the first baseman for the Pirates, left-hander. He was a Brave. I think he got drafted and come up through the Brave system. He will be facing off against Scott Sullivan. 1 out, nobody on. Simon to the plate. 2, 3, 5, 6, and he comes up a little short there. That's 10, 15, and 21. That'd be a strikeout. So Sullivan gets his first strikeout and brings us back to top of the order with Pokey Reese. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that's going to be a poke for Pokey Reese as he goes down the right field line for a wall scraper of a home run. And that's going to be a solo shot that cuts the lead to 3-2 now. So the game getting tight here in the last couple of innings. Rob Makoviak now, he is 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs to first base and a strikeout. So 4, 5, 6, nothing there. So that's 10, 15, 17. That is a grounder to the second baseman, Aaron Boone. And Boone is able to make the play for 3. But the Pirates get another one to claw back into this thing. It's 3-2 now as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Going to get a new pitcher for the Pirates as Josh Fogg goes 7. And let's find that new pitcher. All right, the new pitcher is Julian Tavares. Tavares with a 3.40 FIP for the Pirates, and he can go 5 batters. Going to try to stop the bleeding here and keep the Reds, not stop the bleeding, but just stop the Reds from scoring here in the bottom of the 8th inning. If they can do that, then the Pirates still have a chance if they can keep this game at 3-2. So they're bringing in a money pitcher. Tavares is a money pitcher, and his FIP is less than 3.5. So that's how he gets that designation. That means he gets to roll the cancel die. So on any hits. All right, and we have the pitcher spot up, Anderson. So we're going to go ahead and grab a pinch hitter for him. All right, the pinch hitter is going to be Barry Larkin, right-handed batter for Cincinnati. He'll be leading off, and then it'll be Lopez and Boone. And they're facing off against Julian Tavares. Almost a full house there. That's going to be 9, 18, 20. 20 will be a grounder to the first baseman. And that's going to be an error. That'll be an error on Kevin Young as he misplays the ball, and this could be trouble. We'll see how Tavares gets out of this. And it's going to be Felipe Lopez, the shortstop. Felipe Lopez, 1 for 3 on the day with a home run. So 3, 4, nothing there. That's 10. Plus 5 is 15. 15 is a fly ball to center field. No error on the play. And that's going to be out number 1. Runner stays at first. It'll be Aaron Boone to the plate. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Aaron Boone has no special markings, so that's going to be a strikeout for Tavares as he gets 2 quick outs after the error. And King Griffey Jr. is a star player. So let's see how that plays out here. 1, so 3, 4, 5, and we got some 1s here. What to do. Let's go for the safe play and try to get the base hit. It can still be nullified, but we'll see how that goes. That's going to be 3 1s. 3 1s is a single to left. Let's see if Tavares can take care of that, and he does not. It's a 4. So that's going to be a base knock to left. So good job, Brian, on getting that set up. And the runner's going to hold at second base. Don't want to take that chance of making the third out at third. So Austin Kearns to the plate. He's already doubled in 1 run. And he's not going to get that opportunity here. So it's going to be 6, 10 plus 5 is 15. And that is a fly ball to center field. And that'll be out number 3. So just like that, the Reds go down in the bottom of the 8th inning. And they get no runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and they leave 2 on. And we head to the top of the 9th inning. It's going to be the heart of the order, Giles, Ramirez, and Sanders. They have 2 star players up in this inning with a chance to tie the ball game. So Tavares did his job coming in. And we're going to need to bring in the Reds closer. The Reds closer was who? Scott Williamson. Like I told you, they don't have any money pitchers. So Solomon goes his 1 inning. And Williamson's FIP was a 4.21. And we're just going to call it an even 3. Because that's probably what it was, or 4. But he's in to save the game, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Let's go ahead and squiggle this one, and we'll see if he can get out Giles, Ramirez, and Sanders in the top of the 9th. If he can, Reds win the ball game. Not a great start. That's going to be a base knock at the least, so that's a single to right field. Let's go ahead and roll again since Giles can roll 2 times. Let's see, and he turns that into a double to right field. So Brian Giles leads off with the 2-bagger into the gap, and that's going to put a runner at second base for Aramis Ramirez. Ramirez walked and scored in his last at bat. So 1s and 4s there. That's 5, 10, 13. 13 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop is Felipe Lopez. Let's check for the error. No error on the play. Let's check for, actually we don't need to do anything. So that's going to be 6-3 on the put out, and going to look the runner back to second. So runner at second still with Reggie Sanders to the plate. Sanders on the day is 1 for 3. He does have a star and a power. So 2, 3, 4. We also have this full house. What to do. There is no money pitcher on the mound, so let's go with the 2, 3, 4. And we will roll for the straight. If we get the straight, we can roll for the home run. So let's see. We do get the straight, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 1 or a 6. And this is a new ball game if we get a 1 or a 6. Oh, it's a 3. So 5, 10, plus 7 is 17. 17 is a grounder to second base. Almost an error. No error on the play, though, as the second baseman, Boom, makes the play. And that's going to push the runner over to third on the fielder's choice. And that brings up Kevin Young. Kevin Young, 2 down. Runner at third base. Opportunity to tie the ball game. Will Williamson shut him down? Let's see. We have 3s and 4s. Kevin Young, unfortunately, has no ability to re-roll, and so that's going to be a lot of nothing. So 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 6 is 19. That's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Only an error can save them now. And there is no error as Larson makes the pick. He gets it over to Casey at first base, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. As the Reds take this one 3-2 on a really good game. So a really nice game here, and both pitching staffs pitched very well in this one. He goes 1. He gets the save. Jimmy Anderson's going to get the win. And unfortunately, Josh Fogg pitched well, but he's going to take a loss. He went 7 innings. He gave up 3 runs. So an unfortunate loss there that he has to take. Tavares went the 1 inning. I guess he came in here. Pitched the 8th. Well, that's it. So this is the Pirates at the Reds, 2003. A 3-2 winner for the Reds. So the Red Stockings take it home behind the good pitching of Jimmy Anderson, which he did not have much of that in 2003. Didn't last very long, only pitched in 8 games, I believe. So that is Yaya Tabletop Baseball. That's again, this is version 3. So this is sort of the newest version that we're playing. Here I use the real markings for the players for the ratings, and makes it interesting and competitive when these star players get an opportunity to roll again. Griffey 2 for 4. Ramirez 0 for 3. Brian Giles had a double there. Got stranded at third base in the last inning. Had singles here by Sanders and Young. Not a lot of offense in this particular game. Had a double, RBI double from Austin Kearns as well, young right-hander. And that's it. If you want to play Yaya Tabletop Baseball, you can email me at onbasebaseball@gmail.com, and I'll send a copy to you. I'll put that email address down in the description as well so that you can have it and remember it. I will send you the Yaya chart, which you'll get here. You'll get the Yaya chart. You'll get the advanced play guide with the base running and steals and rundowns and sort of advanced plays. And then I'll also send you the 2021 batters and pitchers so that you can, they're already rated with these stars and diamonds and things, and you can play along. You can play a whole season if you want to, just using Yaya Tabletop Baseball. But I really want people to try it, see if there are holes in the game, and see where things can be made better or improved. And the game is getting more solidified each time I play. Some of the advanced play guide has changed as well, so that will be updated to include more clarity about what to do with the base runners in different situations. But it's a lot of fun, just kind of a real old school fun, roll them and play sort of game. But there's a lot of strategy in there. You can see a lot of strategy with choosing, what things to keep on a re-roll, what to go for, what not to go for. Could have gone for the home run here with Griffey, but went for the single instead. And it almost paid off, but not quite, which is kind of how it works in baseball. So I think it's very fun. And the money pitchers are also listed on there as well. So we only have 1 money pitcher in the game, but they get a chance to re-roll on a hit and take away hits from players. So sort of fun little game mechanics that are built into it. Okay, thanks for watching. I think that's all for me, and I will see you again next time.